Welcome back. Nah, it does have coffee in it, but it's only 4 in the morning. There we go. Alright, today what I gotta work on is this bad boy. Put this aside. This is my favorite sawzall so far. This is the only one that I've ever seen that actually keeps up with the corded one. Only problem is, it's cheap. Now, if you're wondering why I'm on a carpet, it's because I get these carpets for free. I got friends in low places, and, well, occasionally they give me free carpets from the carpet guys. So we can mess this carpet up and get new ones every time. Starting with the sawzall and what's wrong with it, you can see that it's been used on drywall. Now, I had a little hacksaw that I like using on drywall, and they're cheap, $100, little hacksaw, little Milwaukee hacksaw. Only problem is I lost mine for a minute. Started using my sawzall, and you can see the damage, and this stuff gets everywhere. It gets as deep as you can imagine inside of this stuff. I'll clean it off, and when I get done and it dries, it still has a nice coat of drywall dust. So, fuck drywall dust, right? Alright, let's start. This is pretty simple. It's kind of hard to put it back together, but it's pretty simple to do. First, you gotta find the retaining ring. Go behind that retaining ring, and push it up. I don't know if you could see that, but just barely up. You just follow that around. It's more like a spring than anything. Little retaining ring. Nice and easy. Alright. That's the hard part. We're done. We are in. We can get the bitch out. I speak too early. Alright, so then you just pull this guy off. It's kind of hard to get out of there. And this is called the front cam. Now, this is what does pretty much all the work. And you can see right in there, that little incline with the white behind it. That's what actually lifts the pin out. The pin rides on this and gets pulled away. When it goes back this way, it gets pushed down by this little plate. Okay, and you can see that needs to be cleaned. There's drywall dust in there. And that's what broke this in the first place. This is what messed all this up. That's the whole reason why I gotta tear into it. It's because of the fucking drywall dust. Thank you, drywall dust. So next thing you do is you're gonna pull this little pin on the side out. Pretty simple, pull it to there. I like to use scissors because it has a little sharp edge that I can put right there. Take the weight off of it. Alright, so now that we got that little pin out of there, this whole thing will come right on out. This little two-piecer. There's a spring. And the rear spring cover. Now, our defection is right there. See the tip of that incline? I don't. Looks like it's gotten rubbed right off. Used to be a nice incline, now it hits that little stopper right there. Shitty ass slope. So this is the part that needs to be replaced. We're gonna replace it right now. Luckily, I got 2 of these sawzalls. I went and bought one over at a pawn shop for about $30, so I can replace it. You can see the difference. One still has its incline. The other rubbed right off. So we're gonna swap these out right here. Cleaning time. Get all the rust off of this shit. I use steel wool, scissors, toothbrush, and I even pour a little bit of rubbing alcohol or vinegar on it. Usually vinegar first and then rubbing alcohol just to rinse it off. Dries nicely. But get all that off there. It's just going to keep eating away at your stuff. Once she's all nice and polished, I usually use the steel wool last just to get all the little crevices. Then it's ready to go in. Putting this stuff all back together is Nice and easy, don't worry about it. Once we get to the very last part, which is just putting the pin back in, that is by far the worst freaking part. I hate doing that, but I think I'll be able to show you how to do it now, and I think I've gotten it down to the point where it's quick. So let's get to it. Alright, let's put it back together. Nice and easy. First put the spring cover in. Doesn't matter what orientation, we'll fix that later. This spring needs to be pointed on that side, so it can only go two different ways. Drop it down that way. The little sleeve has a brim on it. Brim goes down. Point the hole that way. Now we're going to put our rear cam in. Not new, but it will do. It's a little difficult to get in sometimes. Go down back there and push the spring in and it'll fit. Here is the hard part. Getting that guy to slide all the way around. There's a reason I use the scissors. They bite. Turn that all the way around, but keep the holes lined up. And you actually got to pull up as high as you can to put this in. It will not fit any other way. I think I'm getting good at it because it went in first try. But it's jammed in a hole. There we go. Alright. That's that. It's pretty much put back together. We'll take our little spring cover. And now we'll line up the black at the bottom. So twist that black all the way around where it's supposed to go. Basically it's the flat side to flat side, flat side to flat side. And then this will line up with it. I found it would not go in unless I slid it into a perfect position. I think what's going on is the metal needs to line up and the plastic needs to line up. As you can see, it doesn't want to go in. So you just got to keep toying with it. I thought I broke it at first, but after playing with it for about an hour, I got it to slide on the last time I took it off. And there we go, it can go two different ways. And I'm 100% sure that has to do with the cam. I'm over there putting it on wrong. Alright. So now, you gotta beat that bastard on to get it to go on. You can see the little detent down there. It's not fully closing. It should be pushed up against the wall on the other side. But last things last, the little detent in there didn't want to go all the way back. And to fix that, I took this blade, just put it down in there, and pushed up, and it clicked. Everything fell into place. So, just as a last tip, do that. All in all, I like this Milwaukee saw quite a bit. The only problem is that darn system that they have right there. They're using those powdered metal gears, and while they can be really advanced, they can do really cool things like put notches that you couldn't pour metal like this without the powdered metal gear. The only problem is it's not strong. It just breaks, especially when it comes to drywall dust. Anyways, she's all fixed up, ready to go back to work, and I have another one to work on later. If you like watching this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, put it down in the bottom there, and I'd love to take your comments. Everybody have a good day, and stay cool.